If it's Wednesday, it's HumpDay Hangover. Greetings everyone, I'm Bart, the Success Educator, and today's topic is Reach for the Heavens. So, grab yourself a cup of coffee, or join me with a cocktail, and let's get started. This is HumpDay Hangover. Congratulations, this week begins a new journey. You've gone through and joined me in 30 episodes, 30 weeks of transforming your life. And all of those episodes are now part of the HumpDay Hangover library. And I encourage you to share those with your friends, your colleagues, your family, and even yourself. Go back through them. And the way it's designed is it really doesn't matter which day you start. It's just make sure that everything accumulates. So whatever you do today, be sure and add it to tomorrow and the next day. And soon that transformation becomes a habit. And that's what you're looking for. To have those challenges that you overcome become a habit of knowing that you can continue on. Because you see, success occurs when your dreams are bigger than your excuses. Let's get back to our topic of Reach for the Heavens. It comes from a best-selling book, My Moment to Succeed, and I love this topic because it kind of brings into a complete circle of what we've been talking about over the last several months. Join me, if you will, just for a moment, and let's go back to one of our classic favorite children's stories of Mary Poppins. And in the Broadway musical of Mary Poppins, Mary tells Jane and Michael that if you reach for the stars, all you get are the stars. But if you reach for the heavens, you get the stars thrown in. So from this day forward, I want you to reach for the heavens by thinking about the power of 8. So what is the power of 8? Well, the numerological meaning of 8 is that it is the number of power. It is known as the great Karmic equalizer. Now, many people say karma is a bitch. Many people think that karma is just awesome, waiting for karma. But the power of 8 is the Karmic equalizer. The number 8 reassures you that what you reap, you also sow. Now, many people believe that 7 is the luckiest of all numbers because you see, we've been told that 7 is the accumulation and the culmination of everything. 7 is considered to be representative of completion. If you're a creationist, you believe the world was created in 7 days. There's 7 days in the week. The Bible was originally divided into 7 divisions: Law, Prophets, Psalms, Gospels, Epistles, Epistles of Paul, and Revelations. There's 7 wonders of the world. There's 7 steps to highly effective people, and when you go to a baseball game, you stretch in the 7th inning. But you see, the number 8 takes what is considered finality and goes one step further. It is if you reach the Grand Canyon and you realize there's just so much more to see, so much more to discover, so much more to conquer. You discover that you can see for more miles than you ever anticipated. And you visualize there is more to explore and to conquer. Now I want you to visualize a Star of David. Initially, when you look at the star, you're going to see 2 inverted triangles. But look closer and you'll see 6 smaller triangles surrounding the 2 inverted. The Star of David for me has become a symbol of the power of 8. When you see the 8 triangles in the Star of David, you understand the premise of the power of 8. You begin looking at the obvious and you begin seeing more. Because you see, the power of 8 balances the material and immaterial worlds. Let's talk about that for a moment. What are the material and immaterial worlds? The material world is, an immaterial world first deals with spirituality. And in spirituality, we rely on the practical, the intelligent, and the realistic. But in the materialistic world, it focuses on results. You apply what you learn on your journey, and you build towards your future self. And that's what Mary Poppins did with Jane and Michael. She impressed upon them that not to just pick one star and focus on that one star, but rather they're unlimited stars in the heavens, ready to conquer. In the song, Anything Can Happen, Mary teaches Michael and Jane that anything can happen if you let it. Stretch your mind beyond, because fantastic dreams are made of strong elastic. Take sound advice and never forget it. You won't know a challenge until you've met it. Broaden your horizons and open different doors, because when you raise the curtain on things you thought impossible, you begin to see the possible. Philosophers and theologians often point to the North Star as a guiding star, but I encourage you to look beyond that. The North Star actually illuminates all the stars in the heavens, which is a metaphor to say that the North Star shines on endless potentialities. So reach for the heavens. Make your unlimited possibilities come to life. Remember that unlimited possibilities await just for you. Talk a little bit about what we'd like to journal this episode. First of all, as always, list the wins you experienced today. Now I want you to ask yourself, what has been your biggest gain over the past 30 episodes? What surprised you the most about you? And how can you apply the power of 8 in your life? And what are examples of people who thought beyond the obvious and created the nearly impossible? Think about the smartphone or the computer that you're using right now to watch this. What was the obvious that was created that was once considered the near impossible? And what does anything can happen mean to you? And how do you plan to reach for the heavens? This week's Bartism, of course, it has to go to Mary Poppins. And once again, Mary reminds us, if you reach for the stars, all you get are the stars. But if you reach for the heavens, you get the stars thrown in. And don't forget that gratitude list. List 3 to 5 things you're grateful for. And I'm going to give you a special invitation to come back next week and for the next several episodes. I'm going to kick off a series called #NeverGiveUp. And I'm going to profile people that are in companies that are household names and what it took for them to become a household name, because they never gave up. And remember, that's the only way you can fail, is to give up. So #NeverGiveUp. And as Dr. Willie Jolly teaches us, a setback is a setup for a comeback. We learned that last week, and I invite you back next week to learn even more. So thank you once again for joining me today. Hit that subscribe button below and click on the bell next to it to make sure you do get your notifications. Go out to my website, successeducator.com. Across the top are the links to my social media. Please follow me there. And of course, visit the Success Store. And remember, what comes to mind when someone mentions your name? That is your brand. So until next Wednesday, this has been HumpDay Hangover. Ciao.